video. Now, as you guys probably guessed by the title, thumbnail, and thumbnail pictures, I just went and saw the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Now, oh my gosh, but before I get into the review, just a few things. If you haven't seen the movie, then you probably shouldn't watch this because it's a review and I'm going to be talking about what I think just don't watch it if you haven't seen the movie. And no, I don't want to know that I spoiled the movie for you. So don't watch the movie, don't watch this video if you haven't seen the movie. And if you watch this video and you haven't seen the movie, that's your fault. Don't go down in the comment section being like, Hannah, you ruined the movie. I gave you a fair warning, okay? Now, I'm just going to lay my bag down. I'm just going to fall off my lap. There we go. I went to see it with my dad, my mom, and my friend. Obviously, my little sister can't go because it's Pirates of the Caribbean. There's death and stuff. So, yeah. Now, Johnny Depp. Let's just start on that. All I need to say is Johnny Depp. But, oh my gosh, this is the best, Captain Jack scenes that we've seen. That might be my own personal opinion, but keep in mind, this is my review, so it's going to be my opinions. But I was talking to my dad and my friend about how, I was supposed to say Harry Potter, but no. Pirates of the Caribbean wouldn't be half as good if we didn't have Johnny Depp playing Captain Jack Sparrow, because of the reason that Johnny basically created the character, and yeah, you couldn't replace Johnny Depp. But anyway, so this movie was about dead people. That's pretty much how I'm gonna sum it up. There were unbreakable curses because there was a map that no man can read, which someone could read, but guess what? It wasn't a man, it was a woman. So there was a map that no man could read, and people were trying to find it for centuries. And the opening scene, oh my goodness, there was this bank, and they were dedicating it and saying how no one can break into this bank. It is the safest bank in all the world, or not a bank, a vault in a bank. But this is the safest vault in the world, and no one's gonna break into it. Opens the vault, guess who's inside? Captain Jack Sparrow. And he's drunk and passed out. What else is new in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie franchise? I don't know. But, and then the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song plays, okay? You guys know the theme song, just a whole bunch of awesomeness. And so we meet, this prisoner, or people say she's a witch because she can see stuff that other people can, and she can read the map that no man can read. But guess what? She's not a man, she's a woman. Get your facts straight, people. So of course she can read the map that no man can read because she's not a man. Oh, logic right there. But she was to be executed, which, let's face it, that happens in all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. That's basically how all of them start, that they're running away from death. So, yeah. So they met, and then there was this little boy, and his father was on this ship, and it was cursed, and so they weren't able to step on land, and it was underwater, so nobody could find it. And if this was because of a curse, it wasn't and so, which I thought was super cool. I love how movies sometimes have things that need to be broken, but that's pretty much every movie. Especially with the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, so I think they do a great job in that regard of stuff that needs to be done in order for people to have the happy ending. See, I'm a Once Upon a Time fan. I always find a way to yeah. But so there was this little boy, and his father was on this ship due to this curse, and it was underwater, so nobody could find it, and it was in this nowhere. I don't even know how to. It was in the middle of the ocean. There we go. It was in the middle of the ocean, and it was in a flashback. The little boy was around 9 at the time, and he somehow charted the waters and found his father's ship. But when he went down there, his father was like, no, you can't stay here. It wasn't a shipwreck. It wasn't a shipwreck, by the way. It was not a shipwreck. The ship was like fully intact and everything. And the father was like, no, this is my curse. I'm doomed to this fate, and you need to go. And he was like, I promise, Dad, I'll find a way to break the curse. So, as you guys can probably guess, that was basically the entire movie. Them trying to break the curse, and then the little boy met Jack 9 years in the future. So the beginning of the movie was like a flashback, and then the rest was present time, I suppose. Then he met Jack, because apparently Jack was the only one who could read the map that no man could read. But guess what? Jack wasn't the one. So he met, like I said, he met this like witch that everyone claimed was a witch, and she was supposed to be executed because she was claiming she could do stuff that normal people can't do. And so they were like, no, this is witchcraft, this is sorcery, you are being put to death. Like that sounds like Pirates of the Caribbean, doesn't it? But to speed things up a bit, they run away from execution. And by the way, Jack was to be executed too. He was like caught by one of his like arch rivals back from like 20 years ago. So, which I thought was pretty cool, but let's face it, that's Pirates of the Caribbean for you. Yeah, anyway, to make this review shorter, because some of you have probably already clicked off, but please don't. They end up finding, like, this girl, like I said, who can read the chart that no man can read, and she ends up, like, finding the path. Like, what it's about is there's, like, this, Trident of Poseidon, it's called, and it can break all the curses that have ever been cast. So like it could bring the little boy's father back, and there was this ship that crashed in the dead triangle or whatever it's called, and the captain and the men didn't die. They weren't ghosts, but like their curse was that they couldn't step on land or like they'll disintegrate. So they ended up like breaking the curse, and which I thought was pretty cool. Now, but I mean that's basically every movie for you. But all in all, I thought it was a great movie, and Johnny Depp pretty much makes the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Honestly, this was my favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie, just because of the way the story was laid out. I thought it was really, really interesting. And so, yeah, that's my review. If you guys have seen the movie, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe and turn on my notifications, because when I get 2,000 subscribers, there will be a very special reward for people that have my notifications on. So go down there right now, turn on my notifications, and comment Notification Squad. Bye, guys!